This video is all about why anything and everything is possible in 2022.
Are you listening?
So this video is all about why anything and everything is possible in 2022. My name is Timothy Schultz. If you're new to this channel, I do vlogs like this one as well as podcast interviews with some of the most fascinating people I can find. If you want to see any of these interviews, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when they come out. But this video is all about 5 reasons why anything is possible in 2022. Reason number 1, you are what you think. If you perceive yourself as being able to accomplish something, you actually are putting yourself in a position to have a chance to achieve it. In fact, I made a recent video about why you should pursue your dreams. I will put a link to that below. But I believe to a very large extent anything is possible, including your dreams. And if your mind is in a place where you think that you can accomplish something, you can accomplish something. The power of imagination, the power of desire, persistence, belief, it is very, very powerful. And when human beings put that into action, in my opinion, we are practically unstoppable. Reason number 2, extraordinary people exist. Extraordinary things happen. Dreams do come into reality. Rare events take place. Just because there's a very small chance of something coming true doesn't mean that it can't come true. I made a video a couple years ago about why anything was possible in 2020, right before the pandemic happened, and that hit a little too close to home. But regardless, anything is possible. Extraordinary people do extraordinary things. People become the President of the United States. People become astronauts, physicists, Nobel Peace Prize winners, famous actors. The sky is the limit. There are billions of people on this planet, but some of the greatest minds, some of the people that are going to make the biggest impact on this planet are born every single year. 200 years ago, for example, in 1822, 2 U.S. presidents were born, President Grant and President Hayes, along with Gregor Mendel, who was the founder of genetics. Then in 1922, 100 years later, Judy Garland, Betty White, Stan Lee, Kurt Vonnegut, and Doris Day were born. All of these people made a huge impact. Anything is possible to a very, very large extent. I mean, look at Gandhi. He swayed an entire army without firing a single bullet. And there are people every day that are turning their dreams into reality. And you don't need to win the lottery to do it. You can win the lottery. You absolutely have a chance of winning the lottery, but 99.9% of everyone who has ever achieved their dreams has not won the lottery. You absolutely don't need to win the lottery, but that is also possible. Reason number 3 why anything is possible: no one is you, and that is your power. You are unique. You have a set of fingerprints, your genetic makeup, your experience, your background, who you are as a person. You are unique. Your dreams are unique. And if you fail at something, then don't give up, because failure can actually be a very, very positive thing to turn the dreams that you do want, the desires that you do want to achieve, into reality. Failure can be very, very positive depending upon how you look at it. Charles Swindoll is quoted as saying, "Life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it." Even Albert Einstein once said, "A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new." And that leads me to reason number 4 in this video why anything is possible, and that has to do with the science of it. What does the science say? Well, science, quantum physics at least, says, quite literally, theorize that anything really is possible. It's fascinating. String theory, that we're all connected, that there's multi-dimensions, multi-universes, is very, very interesting stuff. There's even a phenomenon called quantum superposition, in which something exists in 2 or more states simultaneously. Then there's also the mathematical law called the law of truly large numbers. Basically says anything that has even a slight little possibility of happening will eventually happen if the pool is large enough, because if it has a possibility of happening, it does have that possibility of happening. It can absolutely happen. Can you win the lottery multiple times? Can you scale that mountain? Can you run a marathon? Can you become an astronaut? Can you do, fill in the blank? I think human beings are capable of incredible, incredible things. And even the science shows that quite literally in quantum physics, anything is possible. And if it has the slight little possibility of happening, no matter what the odds are, it can happen. And reason number 5 in this video that I'm going to get to, I think is a very, very important one. What we don't know. Now, we know many, many things through centuries of study and science and so forth, and education that we pass down to generations. But what about what we don't know? Because that, I think, is even more intriguing in some respects, because there are a lot of things that we do not know. We don't know everything that's in our solar system. We don't even know what's in our own oceans. We know some of it. We don't have all of the oceans mapped out. We don't know everything that's living there. There are UFOs. What about all of these UFO sightings that people are having? I find that very, very interesting. We don't even know what's in our own solar system, let alone all of the other solar systems out there. What about these black holes that people are discovering all the time? We just sent up the largest telescope the other day, the largest one in humankind, the largest one that has ever existed, just went up to space a few days ago. So that's very exciting. But there are just so many things out there that we do not know. It's as if we're like fish in a bowl. We have our perception of what we can see and what we can sense through our senses, but that doesn't mean that there's not all these other things happening that we're not already connected to, such as this universe. We are quite literally made up of the same composition, the same material that is made up of this universe. We literally are all connected. And I challenge you, if you're watching this video, to be open-minded to possibilities that you don't know everything, because no one does, because there are things that nobody knows. Humanity is continuing to try to learn and evolve, which we are, but it's very, very interesting. To a very large extent, anything and everything is possible. This video is being made around the time of New Year's of 2022, but if you're watching this video and it's, July, then that's okay. This video can still apply. And if you're making New Year's resolutions, that's fantastic. That's great, but it doesn't have to be just a New Year's resolution for you to change. No matter when you're watching this video, I challenge you. I challenge you in 2022 to be the best version of yourself. I challenge you to treat others with compassion and respect, to make a positive difference for those around you, and then to watch and see how your life changes by doing that. And if you're watching this around New Year's, Happy New Year to you. And if you're watching this in the summer or some other year perhaps, then I hope that you had a Happy New Year, but this is a reason to start anew. It does not need to be New Year's to pursue your dreams, and to a large extent, I believe that anything is possible. These are 5 reasons, but there are many, many more. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. But let me know in the comments, do you think that anything is possible, and why? I love checking out your comments. As always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support.